Now, firstly,
God!
And secondly,
Damn!
Machine gun.
see, this is my first review and I'm no English student, so this isn't going to be as articulate as any other review you can see, but I'm sure you guys will understand. Also, I'll try my best to keep this review as spoiler free as possible because you guys really need to see this movie. Like, seriously need to see this movie. For those of you who do not know, I'm not a fan of Superman at all.
Batman for life!
Nay, I dare say I do not like Superman at all. And it's for the simple reason that I don't like perfection in fictional characters. I despise it even. And Superman is damn near flawless in every incarnation I have seen. And I have seen almost all of them. But this movie did a great job in really bringing out the humanity in Superman, his flaws. You see a lot of his internal conflicts, which for the first time ever, I was made to root for him. Like, I was legit rooting for Superman, and it was an interesting feeling to say the least. Now, before I super get into this review, I just want to give a huge shout out to Sam Leo, the director and producer of this film, and I have been super sleep to his greatness. He has done amazing work in the past and provided us with masterpieces, in my opinion, like Planet Hulk, All-Star Superman, which wasn't that bad if I'm very honest, and the Green Lantern animated series, top 3 of my favorite animated superhero series of all goddamn time. Now to get off this man's dick. Now the movie starts with a really by the numbers scene of Superman saving the day from some inter-gang thugs, and he spends the first 30 minutes of the movie building up on Superman and Lex, and to be honest, it was not bad build up at all. The writers actually did a really fantastic job in creating scenarios that will make you really love Superman and really loathe Lex Luthor. Like, for the most part, Lex Luthor has always been egotistical and very crazy or borderline crazy in a lot of the incarnations of him that they are. But in this one, for the first time, I see Lex Luthor as very black and white evil. And that's actually what makes it great. Like, he has almost no redeeming quality throughout the movie. And it's actually a really good contrast to Superman and his perfection. The black and whiteness of his evility is just fantastic. And yes, evility, I'm making that a word. Now, if you go into this movie not having any solid idea of what's gonna happen, well, except for what's in the title of the movie, you'll be led to believe that Lex is gonna be the big bad of this movie, especially from the way the build-up is. But I'll touch on that in a little bit. Now, the Justice League in this are pretty cool. Not the best of them I've seen, but they're really cool in this. The relationships between them is shown a bit more, and their personalities really shine through, even though the main focus of the film was Superman. I had a few legit laughs on the Flash, and that's always appreciated because the Flash is a great character. But easily, my favorite Liga in this movie was Wonder Woman. She commands a certain level of respect in every scene she's in, and her voice actress Rosario Dawson does a fantastic job in this. Like, kudos to her. Now, going back to what I initially said about Superman's humanity, this is primarily shown in his relationship with Lois Lane. You get to see Superman being vulnerable. You get to see Superman show humility in an area he's not really clued up in this case, dating and what it means to be in a fully committed relationship. And you see him develop. You see Superman develop in this 1.5 hour movie. It's fantastic. It's always great to see godlike characters have this amount of internal struggles. It makes them relatable, and that's all anybody can ask from comic books and superheroes or anything. What makes a good comic book or what makes a good character is you can relate to a certain extent to the heroes. It helps the viewer be more empathetic to their struggle and helps you really feel the emotions the characters go through. And speaking of emotion, boy, this film, it takes you for a ride. I can't lie, it genuinely takes you for a ride. See, you know Superman is gonna die in the movie, but the build up until then and even after the fact and the circumstances around it, it hit hard, can't lie. It did really hit hard. The direction of the movie was just fantastic throughout. Thanks to those initial first 30 minutes of world building and character building, when it eventually happens, you feel for Superman, like you feel it in your chest. I'm legit thinking so much happened in this movie that my thoughts are just everywhere. But me sitting down here and just telling you guys how wild and boggling this movie was, it's not what you guys want to hear, but believe me when I tell you that this film was actually bomb. It was bomb. Also, the fighting choreography might be one of the best I've seen in any DC animated movie ever, and I've seen all of them. Well, except Batman Ninja, but I'm waiting for Christmas. That'll be a Christmas present from me to me. I mean, when the real big bad showed up, when Doomsday came on screen, the whole tone of the movie just shifted. Like, all the world building, all the character building was done. When Doomsday showed up, it was nothing but grease. Straight act like, you know what, let me not even talk too much. Just look at the brutality in this scene.
Something just grabbed them. I can't get a visual. It sounds like they're being torn apart. Mr. Luthor, are you still there? We've got to get out of here. We gotta. Ah! What the hell?
Grease! The movie definitely did have its issues. It's in no way a perfect movie, a perfect animated movie or whatever. It definitely did have some flaws. For instance, the minor characters' acting was kind of cliche and you can kind of predict what most of them were saying. And when some of them actually died, you didn't care because they were very by the numbers. And also, there was no explanation to what Doomsday was and how he came about. See, if you have background knowledge like I did to the character, you already know, so you go into the movie kind of you kind of know what Doomsday is, so you know what to expect. But if you're a new like fan, or this is the first movie you've seen, you have no idea who Doomsday is, you'll be very confused as to how this creature can just come out of nowhere and take on the whole league by himself. But that being said, the pros of the movie definitely do outweigh the cons, and I'll definitely suggest you guys watch it. Like, I'm genuinely surprised that I liked the Superman movie this much. Genuinely. Might be because I went into this movie with very low expectations, because I'd already seen the 2008 Superman Doomsday, which was loosely based on this comic, so I think this was more closely tied to the comic like story. I haven't read the comic books, but I would assume it is. I would give this movie a 9 out of 10 on the scale of it just being a DC animated movie, because we all know DC animated movies are fire, and of all the ones I've seen, I would give this movie a 9. Actually, 9 might be too generous. Nah, I'll stick with it. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 for everything. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm definitely gonna watch it again. Like, that's not even up for debate. It somehow clawed its way into my top 5. I like the movie that much, honestly. It was really good. Go watch it. I highly suggest that. Anyway, that's my review of this movie, Death of Superman. Like I said, I'm not a pro reviewer, I'm just a fan with an opinion. You guys go watch the movie, let me know what you think. Death of Superman. I can't wait for the sequel coming out next year, Reign of Superman. Ugh. It looks like Sam Louis, like, kudos, man. And until next time, I'm gonna catch you guys later.